Disneyland is famous for its ridiculously long lines, and one or two other things. But some of the longest lines are for something called Dole Whip, a delicious frozen treat that, for a while, you could only get by taking a trip to the happiest place on Earth. So how did a simple drink sponsored by a fruit company become a destination icon? Well, today we're going to take a look at the rise of Disney's Dole Whip. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. After that, please leave a comment and let us know what other famous theme park foods you would like to hear about next. Okay, Mouseketeers, it's time to dive into a cool, frosty cup of weird history. If you've never actually been to a Disney park, then you might not be familiar with the Enchanted Tiki Room, a Polynesian-themed musical show featuring animatronic characters that first opened in June of 1963 at Disneyland in Anaheim, California. The attraction was originally sponsored by United Airlines, the connection being that visiting the Tiki Room was like flying off on a Hawaiian vacation. And United is said to have carpeted the place in advertisements for flights to Hawaii. But for whatever reason, the airline parted ways with Disney after 12 years. And in 1976, Disney found a new sponsor for the Tiki Room, the Dole Food Company. You're probably familiar with at least one of the roughly 10 billion Dole products on supermarket shelves, but you may not know that the company traces its origins to Hawaii in 1901. They've also been more or less synonymous with pineapples since the turn of the 20th century. So, given the popular association of Hawaii and pineapples, they were a natural fit to sponsor the Tiki Room. Once Dole took over, the Tiki Room started offering visitors Dole products like pineapple juice and fruit spears. And starting in 1983, visitors to the Tiki Room's counterpart at Disney World in Orlando, Florida, which was known as the Tropical Serenade, could get soft-serve vanilla ice cream topped with pineapple chunks. It sounds delightful, but Orlando tends to get pretty hot, and the ice cream didn't hold up so well. So that's when Dole got creative. The year was 1983. Return of the Jedi was dominating the box office. Every Breath You Take by the Police was topping the charts. And a law was passed requiring everyone to watch the finale of MASH. But food scientist Kathy Westphal didn't have time for any of that, because she was at the Dole Technical Center in San Jose, California, hard at work, trying to come up with a solution to Disney's ice cream problem. Despite having only recently graduated from college, Westphal had a lot of experience with ice cream, and she found herself in charge of developing a dairy-free, powdered ice cream-ish product that wouldn't melt and go bad in the stifling Orlando heat. That product would become Dole Whip. The original Dole Whip was essentially just an airy mixture of non-dairy soft-serve vanilla ice cream, pineapple juice, and sugar. The resulting whip had a uniquely silky texture, which was achieved by mixing water with powder and then dispensing the mix from a special proprietary soft-serve ice cream machine. And while Dole Whip was designed with Disney in mind, it is by no means exclusive to Disney. Dole would actually first bring the product to market in 1983 under the name Dole Soft Serve, and it's long been available at other amusement parks, as well as places like zoos, sports arenas, and even some universities. Other than the name, however, Dole Whip and Dole Soft Serve are the exact same product. Dole Whip wouldn't actually make its debut at Disney World until 1984. At the time, it was only available at Aloha Isle in Adventureland, and it was sold under the name Dole Pineapple Whip. That fairly limited release may have been because no one thought the product would succeed, and according to its creator, Dole insiders were calling it the Rodney Dangerfield of frozen desserts, because it got no respect. But all that was about to change for Dole Whip, not Rodney. Dole Whip was originally made in 3 different flavors: pineapple, orange, and strawberry. All 3 versions were available in Florida as Dole Soft Serve, so why they chose to only make the pineapple version available at Disney World isn't entirely clear. It may have been a creative decision based on the Polynesian theme of the attraction. or simply a logistical decision about reducing the number of machines that would have to be required to serve all 3 flavors. Nobody seems to know for sure. Whatever the case, Dole Whip was an instant hit, and in 1986, Disney started selling it at the Enchanted Tiki Room in Disneyland. The treat proved to be just as popular in Disneyland as it was in Disney World, and the long lines for Dole Whip quickly became a standard part of the experience at the Tiki Room. Over the decades, Dole Whip's association with the Disney brand, and by proxy, all their characters, made Dole Whip itself an object of nostalgia among the Disney faithful. The treat got so popular that the park started selling Dole Whip merchandise. That merchandise includes hats, dresses, purses, socks, backpacks, magnets, pins, stuffed animals, beach towels, tumblers, and interactive wristbands. There was even a special Dole Whip-themed variant of the iconic mouse ears hat. 1986 was also the year both parks started selling Dole Whip floats, which are large cups of pineapple juice with a huge dollop of Dole Whip floating on top. Those proved just as popular. And since then, they've also added pineapple upside-down cake that can be topped with Dole Whip, as well as a coconut cup that can include Dole Whip. Today, Dole Whip is available at a number of locations throughout Disney's various parks, and in a wide variety of flavors. At Disneyland, for example, you can still find them at the Tiki Juice Bar outside the Enchanted Tiki Room, but they're also available at the Tropical Hideaway, where they sell pineapple, lemon, mango, and raspberry. They even offer Dole Whip swirls, which come in flavors like orange pineapple and chili mango. And the Tangaroa Terrace Tropical Bar and Grill at the Disneyland Hotel serves pineapple. In the Magic Kingdom, it's still available on Aloha Island, but you can also get it at Adventureland's Sunshine Tree Terrace, albeit only in orange and strawberry. At Epcot, you can find pineapple at the Refreshment Outpost in the World Showcase. And at Disney Animal Kingdom, you'll find the orange variation at Trilobites, right near the entrance to Dinoland. And pineapple at Tamu Tamu Refreshments in Africa. The Snack Shack in Disney's Typhoon Lagoon has pineapple, lime, mango, and raspberry varieties. The Warming Hut at Disney's Blizzard Beach has pineapple and vanilla flavors. And the Pineapple Lanai at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort has pineapple, lemon, lime, strawberry, mango, raspberry, and vanilla. And if you happen to be an adult, the Barefoot Pool Bar will sell you a fully alcoholic frozen lime margarita version. Disney's Aulani Resort sells them in 2 different locations. In one, you'll find pineapple and watermelon. In the other, they have pineapple, vanilla, and sometimes even seasonal flavors like pumpkin spice. Heck, you can even find pineapple Dole Whip on the Disney Cruise Line ships Wonder, Dream, Fantasy, and Disney Magic. That level of ubiquity has helped Dole Whip secure its place in the pantheon of iconic Disney treats, right alongside the Mickey Mouse ice cream bars and those giant turkey legs. Like the extremely hip dessert it is, Dole Whip is constantly evolving with the times. In 2013, for example, Dole switched over to using all vegan ingredients, making the treat dairy-free, gluten-free, and allergen-friendly. Well, except the vanilla flavor, at least. And then in April of 2020, Dole Whip went public. After years of watching copycat recipes circulate online, Disney finally chose to release an official formula for its iconic treat. That version of Dole Whip, which was pushed to fans via a link on the Disneyland app, called for just 3 ingredients: pineapple, pineapple juice, and soft-serve vanilla ice cream. According to the House of Mouse, you take 2 cups of frozen pineapple, 4 ounces of pineapple juice, and 1 big scoop of vanilla ice cream. Throw them all in a blender and blend until smooth. That will give you something fairly close to the Dole Whip you get at the parks. Although, unlike the real thing, it won't be vegan and gluten-free on account of the soft serve. Luckily, as of 2023, you can buy pineapple, strawberry, and mango flavors of Dole Whip at your local supermarket. Why did it take so long for the company to capitalize on the iconic treat? Well, for decades, both Disney and Dole agreed that keeping the treat exclusive to Disney, at least under the name Dole Whip, was mutually beneficial. Disney got something that was unique to its parks, and Dole got to benefit from the air of exclusivity and association with the iconic studio. That changed largely due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Long story short, the Disney theme parks all closed, which obviously meant no one was buying any Dole Whip. To remedy the situation, Dole put the concoction into stores. The supermarket version of Dole Whip is supposed to be almost the exact same thing sold at Disney parks, although most fans agree its taste and texture aren't quite the same. Part of that difference is possibly due to the fact that most people don't have one of those special soft-serve machines. And part of it is probably that eating Dole Whip at home just won't ever be as magical as eating it at the Magic Kingdom. But there may be a little more to it than that. A class action lawsuit filed in 2024 claims that contrary to Dole's boasts of its supermarket product being all natural, it actually contains preservatives like citric acid and xanthan gum, which could affect the flavor. So, it seems that for now, if you want the real thing, you have to make your way to the Magic Kingdom and have them whip one up for you. So what do you think? And are you a fan of Disney's Dole Whip? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, check out some of these other videos from Weird History Food.